Welcome, traveller. You found your way to Whispers and Embers, where stories burn slow and true, where words remember and silence speaks. I am Hope, and this is a place where fire becomes form. Let's begin.
Summer is Here by Andreas Konstantinou. As Magda lifted her eyes to the sky, a falling star carved a red and yellow line across the starry night. It shimmered, too bright, too fast, and for a moment, the moon and stars seemed to vanish into a silent, watching void. Then came the bang. Not a firework, not a storm. A deafening, breath-stealing rupture that split the air and stole the peace. That morning had felt like a lifetime ago. The village had bloomed with laughter, soft conversations echoing from courtyard to olive grove. The sea had sparkled, the hills had sighed in the sun. Now the south side was burning. A red inferno spilled down from the mountains like an open wound, devouring everything in its path. The mist carried embers instead of dew. And the fire had learned how to feed. Time fractured. Magda stood frozen, her eyes frantic, trying to anchor herself to anything that made sense. But the only sound was a chorus of cries, screams, sirens, a concert of terror. Then a hand on her arm. Someone pulling, urging her to move. She didn't know who. She didn't care. Her legs moved before her mind could. Through narrow cobblestone streets they ran, past crumbling walls and collapsing homes. When they reached the shore, villagers were already there, organizing, passing buckets of seawater in a desperate rhythm, trying to quench a blaze that had no thirst. The island she once believed was heaven on earth had turned into a fiery trap. She stared at it all. The water, the flame, the smoke that curled like the tail of some vengeful spirit. And in a moment she could never explain, she picked up a bucket. Salt water sloshed against her legs as she filled it. She turned back. She walked toward the fire. Others ran. Others fought with hoses, with dirt, with bare hands. She moved between them like a thread weaving through chaos. She found him, the young man from the cafe, and passed him her bucket. He poured it on a tent already aflame. It didn't matter. The nylon flared like paper, shrieking as it melted into the wooden table below. She felt the heat blister her cheek, but she didn't run. The fire was not hers to stop alone. But in that moment, it also wasn't hers to fear. She would return again the next day, and the next. When the fire died and the ashes cooled, Magda stayed. She helped rebuild. With charred hands, with broken tools, with memories that stung but did not shatter. Summer was here, and she, not the fire, remained.
Thank you for walking the embered path with us. If this flame touched you, like, subscribe, and pass it to another soul in need of light. Until next time, stay close, love,